Morning, morning. Hello, it's the early morning session. Happy Thursday. We have legs, bums and tums today. You are going to need some weights and you're going to need a band today. We've got a couple of exercises that you can do them body weight, but if you don't have the band, you're not really going to feel anything. So particularly a new one, we're doing something called penguins. And yeah, you really need a resistance band for that one. Otherwise, just squat. Should we get going? Let's warm up. So, marching on the spot to start. Oh, good morning. Heart rate monitor. Switching on and then straight back off again. Right, let me fiddle. I've got no watch on today either. It's run out. My Garmin, and I forgot to charge it. So, yeah, I'm just going to guess. Guessing at the timings today. Could be 20 minutes, could be 45. It'll be fine, it'll be 45. Let's roll those shoulders back, nice big circles. And then forward with the shoulders. And then open up nice and wide. I dyed my hair yesterday, out of the bottle. It's a bit grey. Need to get rid of the grey roots. And Zach said to me this morning, Mummy, have you done something to your hair? You look a bit witchy. Thanks for that. Thumbs down, push backwards. They're so honest, aren't they? It is quite dark. However, it's winter. It's not quite winter. It's autumn. It's okay to be dark in the autumn. And then let's take it side to side. Heels coming up towards your bottom. Sweeping those arms across. Three, two, and one. Let's take it up to a jog. Punch forward at the same time. Three, two, and one. Let's take it to high knees. So knees coming up right towards your waist. Just here, it's fine. We're just getting the hip joint warmed up. No need to go too quick yet. Three, two, and one. Back onto that jog. Nice and light on your feet. And let's start practicing some of the moves. How am I? It's really bugging me. Right, stop. Stop fiddling. Okay, feet hip distance apart. We're going to take this right leg into a curtsy lunge, followed straight into a squat. Same side, curtsy lunge, and squat. Lunge and squat. Try and pull these tummy muscles in as you move backwards into that squat. It can make you feel a little bit off balance because you're moving out towards the side. Make sure you're bending that back knee down towards the floor. We're just warming up, so you don't need to go too deep in these moves. Save that for later. Three, two, and one. Back to a squat. Oh, I forgot to do back to a run. I said that because we forgot to do the squat at the end. Going well this morning. only just getting light at this time. Still a little, well, it's not dark, but it is a bit grey outside. So it's been really warm today. I need to get the window open. Kept them shut yesterday because it was so windy. Back end of that hurricane coming in. Super, super windy, and it was just blowing the windows open and annoying me, so I need to get those back open again once we've done the warm-up. Shall we even up on the other side? Feet hip distance, left leg this time. Curtsy lunge and squat. Lunge and squat. Keep that going. You don't need to pray. I just find this helps my balance. You might want your hands on your hips. I like them out in front. Just a few more here. Make sure you're coming down into that squat. 2 and 1. Remember the squat this time? And then back into a jog. Okay, one more move to practice, and then we will get straight into it. We're going to finish on a cardio move. Just to make sure you're ready, we've got lots of toning today, legs, bums and tums. So there's not loads and loads of cardio. There is some cardio, and the cardio that we do is going to be quite tough. And we're going to finish with touchdown jacks. So hands to here, low impact move. We're going to squat in and touch, moving side to side. Full version, squat and touch down. So we're bending those knees to bring our body down towards the floor to enable you to reach down. Extending the arms here. Keeping with that low impact move if you need to. Don't rush through to get to these jumping motions. Your body will not thank you for it. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, thighs. Okay, grab yourself a quick drink. I'm going to open the window. Okay, so just a reminder, you need dumbbells, tins, whatever you're using, and if you've got one, a resistance band for a little bit later on. I'm so okay, I can't get my breath back now. Right. We're going to start with weighted squats. So, if you've had a baby in the last 12 weeks, don't worry about the weight. If you've got pelvic floor dysfunction, no weights. Just go body weight, just a squat, and really think about your form. If, however, you're feeling good, you're a bit more recovered, then we're going to keep the weights here, feet hip distance, toes slightly pointing out, just moving back, pushing that bum back into a squat. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squeeze your bum at the top. Just holding the weights here. No need to press. I think we've got that later. Have we got a squat press? No, we haven't. We're just going to squat here. It's not an arm day. Leave your arms where they are. We're just making that squat a little bit harder. If it feels uncomfortable at all, you can hold the weights here instead. And in this squat, we're pushing our bum back, trying to get it nice and low. Hip joint as low as or lower than the knee joint. One more. Okay, weights come down. We are down to the floor into a plank tap or jack. Diastasis pelvic floor, you can tap out here, leaning into the wall. Otherwise, plank position, jack. Tap for low impact. Keep your back nice and flat. Squeeze your tummy in. Push through those hands. 3, 2, 1. Oh, back up to your feet. We've got that curtsy lunge move. So we'll go with the right leg first of all. Curtsy lunge and and squat. Lunge, squat. If you do have any pelvic floor dysfunction, or this causes you just to feel really unstable, then no need to go so deep on this lunge. So maybe we're just here and then squatting. But if you can, back knee down towards the floor, pushing yourself through, back to that start position. One more. And then we're going to grab our band. So wall squat with an ab contraction. So get into the wall squat first of all, feet forward, back into this position, arms out straight, and we're going to breathe in, exhale, expand. So every time we exhale, we pull out on the band. Squeeze your tummy in each time you exhale. Dig through the heels. 3, 2, and 1. Push yourself back out of it, down to the floor for hot hands. Now you can do this against the wall. Here, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, or down to here. Full plank, or modified, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Same as always with a plank, keeping your hips nice and still, no rocking. Squeeze your tummy in. One more here. And we're going to even up on those curtsy lunges. So right, left leg this time. Here. And squat. Here. And squat. You need your band again for the next move. And move into a squat and squeeze. Really working into the bum cheeks. It is lower half heavy today. Last one. Okay, grab your band, both legs in. You can do this body weight, but if you've got a band or just an old pair of tights, wrapped up, or a hip band is fine. Low part of your legs, not thighs, feet hip distance, squat, straight leg squeezes behind, squat and squeeze, squat, squeeze. Keep that leg nice and straight, so we're just controlling it back, it's not a kick. Don't bend at the knee. Tend to see this. That's not going to do anything. Here, straight. One more. Okay, band comes off, down to the floor, into a reverse curl. So you have options here. Full version, cross your ankles over, push up towards the ceiling. If that feels too much, if you've had a baby in the last 3 to 4 months, then we just tap those heels down. If you've got back pain, diastasis, then keep it here. Into the heel taps, nice and slow and controlled. If you're here, raising up on an out breath. Two, and 1. Back to your feet, I think. Oh, sprint and sprawl, let's get that heart rate back up. So, 6 sprints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a squat for low impact. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands down, jump to plank, jump in, jump up. Last one. Okay, grab one weight. We're into a weighted glute bridge. So down to your back. You can do this body weight. No need to add the weight in. If you're not ready for that, push through the heels. Squeeze your hips up to the top and back down. Push up and down. Exhale as you come up. Squeeze pelvic floor if you can. You might just feel those lower abdominals contract as well. Lucky you if you can. And don't worry if you can't. 2 and 1. Okay, we're going to roll over into plank or plank extension. So, diastasis pelvic floor, you hold it here on all fours, extending one arm out at a time. Modified plank, here. Full plank, here. Just the arms extending out. Trying to hover at the top. Don't allow your hips to rock. Squeeze your tummy in. Okay, back to your feet. We're just going to run on the spot. You can run around your space if you want to. I'm staying right here. So we've got 2 cardio moves back to back now. We've got a run with a touchdown jack. We did on the warm-up. Okay, touchdown jacks. Hands up to here. We either side to side, come in, side and touch, or full. Touching down towards the floor, all the way down if you can. Depends how far you're going in that squat. How much your body allows you to lean down and extend those arms. One at a time. Keep going. 2, 1. Okay, down to the floor. We've got crab reach. So diastasis pelvic floor. All I want you to do is sit on your bum, lean slightly back, hands to the floor. If you're a bit more further on, you're going to come into a crab position. So feet down, hips raised. You can either hold it here. If you can balance, one foot comes up and we touch. This is a really advanced move. So only try this if you're feeling strong enough through the core and you've got stability through those hips. Otherwise, bottom down, leaning slightly back. 2 and 1. Oh, it's hard. Okay, grab your band. Right, penguins, new move. Both feet in, and we stand on it, feet hip distance at least. And we're literally gonna shuffle from side, so you don't need to do the hands if you don't want to. Shuffle from side to side, and you're gonna feel this really quickly build up in your legs, in the middle of your bum. So it works your glute med, so your glutes are a collection of different muscles. We don't do the glute med very often. So this is just gonna really work into a different area. Oh, you'll feel it. 3, 2, 1. Grab that band, bring it higher up onto the calves. And this time, and we're just gonna do a resistance side step. So again, feet hip distance, squat down, side for 2, other way for 2. Stay low. Big step, little, big, little. We don't go all the way in, so don't let that band lose tension completely. Stays tough. Whew, sweating. Last ones. Okay, back down to the floor. We have supine extension, so you need one weight. Should get that on actually. You can do this body weight, just using your hands. Weight comes to the top, legs either flat feet, extend one leg and both arms, one leg, both arms, or you can raise those knees up for a slightly more intense version. Blow out as you extend. Contract that core. Now that exhale will help you do it automatically. And then just accentuate those muscles by pulling them in. 1, 2 more here. This side. Other side. Okay, let's do some walking lunges. So hands on hips. We are going to walk forward and back with a lunge. Walk forward, stand, alternating between legs. I'm just going to do static alternate lunges here. Hopefully you have some space to move around your room a little bit. We've got one more, then a break. We're going to finish on fast feet. Last lunge here. Okay, hands forward, up onto the balls of your feet. Just going to move back onto the mat. Tap, tap, tap. Slow it down here if you need to. If you can, nice and quick. Cool, I'm really sweating this morning. Dripping. She's working your bum. Makes you sweat more. Okay, grab a drink. You've got 45 seconds recovery. So, walk around your room a little bit. Don't stay still unless you're drinking. Take some water on as well. And then we're going to go back into it, round again. We start on these weighted squats. You've got 15 seconds left. Goes very quickly. Don't want to cool down too much. Just getting ourselves ready. Okay, grab your weights now if you're using them. If you're not ready for weights, then we just have a normal squat. Otherwise, either here or here, whatever's more comfortable for you. Feet hip distance. Let's squat. Squeeze up. Really think about your form. We don't do just a normal squat very often in class. We always have something fancy with it. Practice your form. Squats are such a good exercise, which is why we do them all the time, because it's going to work your pelvic floor, your glutes, to help support your hips and support your pelvic floor and support your core muscles. Works the back of your legs, the front of your legs. So good. One more, just for luck. And then we're down into plank jacks. Against the wall into a plank. Here for diastasis. Or down to here. Modified plank. Tapping feet out. Here. Nice and slow and controlled. Focus on pulling those tummy muscles in. Full plank. And jump those feet out. Don't let gravity pull your tummy down. Squeeze it in. 3, 2, 1. Slowly back up to your feet. We're into those curtsy lunges. Let's go left leg first. Curtsy lunge back. And then squat. Lunge. And squat. Lunge. Squat. How you all doing? Hot and sweaty? Doing okay? Praying for it to end? No, of course you're not. You're having a great time. One more. And then we need our band. We're into that wall squat with abdominal contraction. So back against the wall, feet forward, squat down, weight through the heels. Once you're there, arms out to here, in line with shoulders. Breathe in, exhale, pull out. Every time you exhale, we're pulling on that band. Let me do it from the front so you can see what I'm doing. We're just extending the arms, keeping them straight here. That's going to really focus on these core muscles. Pimping up a wall squat, making it slightly more interesting, aka harder. 2 more. Last one. Okay, hot hands down to the floor or against the wall. Here, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Nice flat back. Here, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. just watch your hips in this one. Squeeze your tummy in. This is all about contracting the core and working the shoulders. Don't let your bum creep up. Okay, last one. And we're done. Okay, up to your feet. Let's even up with the right leg. Curtsy lunge and squat. Lunge and squat. Remember, at any time, if this is moving a little bit too fast for you, just slow it down. You don't need to do the full 30 seconds. That is fine. Build up to it. It's the beauty of circuit training that you'll find week on week. You just get a bit better as your fitness levels improve. Unless, of course, you're not well or you've had a sleepless night. Okay, squats and squeeze. Grab your band, put that onto your shins and calves. You can do this one body weight. You don't need to have the band if you haven't got one. Feet hip distance. Squat, squeeze backwards, straight leg, squat and squeeze. Really working into that bum cheek. Feel it squeeze as you go backwards. Don't need to kick up too far. Control it. Just so you feel that tightness in your bum. One more each side, and then we are down to the floor for a reverse curl. Okay, onto your back. I'm going to get my band off down here quickly. So, diastasis, pelvic floor. You can raise your legs up and then tap down, one at a time, or cross your ankles over, breathe in, on and out breath, push up. By exhaling, as you push up, that's going to force you to use those tummy muscles. It's your core that's controlling. 3, 2, and 1. What have we got? Sprint and sprawl. Back to your feet. Either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands down. Jump to plank. Jump back in. Last one. Okay, back down to the floor. You need one weight. Glute bridge with the weight. Make it a bit harder if you're ready for that. Push through those hips. Squeeze through the heels. Squeeze bum at the top. Lower back down. Trying to keep that gap between your bum and the floor so you don't go all through touch down. Stay up. Make it harder. Exhale as you raise up. Try and squeeze your pelvic floor as you rise up. 2, and 1. Okay, roll onto your front. We've got plank extension. So either all fours for diastasis, pelvic floor, recent C-sections. Squeeze your tummy in. Extend. Extend. So it's nice and gentle, just forcing you to hold your tummy in with that instability. Otherwise, modified plank or full. Here, extend, down, extend. Don't let your hips ride up. Don't want any of this. Doesn't do anything. Tuck it under. Nice flat back. Out here. Two, and 1. Back to your feet. Let's run. Let's run. Okay, so 2 cardio moves. And then we're back down to the floor for a crab reach. Tops coming up. Wobbly belly all over the show. Oh, I'm tangled. We've got squat touchdown jacks coming up. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so low impact, squat to the side, stand, side stand at your pace, whatever's good for you. Going full, both legs move at the same time. Touch down. Okay, woo. Legs down to the floor, diastasis, pelvic floor, recent birth, feet down, hands come forward, and we're just leaning backwards, squeezing those tummy muscles in, breathing. Raise up into a crab. You can just hold it here, squeeze your bum together, or when you're ready, when I'm ready, more like raising that leg up, touching. Try not to rush it. Squeeze your tummy. So hard. You just can't help but think of those Russian dancers with this one. One more each side. Okay, grab your band. We've got penguins. So we stand with both feet on the band, on top of it. So it's not around your ankles, it's standing on it. Feet hip distance, and we waddle. Shifting the weight from one side to the other. Looks so simple. It's not. Squeeze your tummy in. So trying to keep your posture, ribs on top of hips, nice and stable. Penguin hands if you want. Side to side. Oh, burns. 2, 1. Whip that band up a little bit onto the low part of your legs. Feet hip distance, stay low, side steps. Side, side. Don't let your feet come all the way in. There's a big step here, little, big, little. More tension to the band, the harder it is. The lower down you go, the harder it is. Don't hang out at the top. Okay, supine extension. And keep the band on for ease. Weighted if you want to, you can just use your arms. If not, extend a leg, both arms, back in, both arms, back in on an exhale as you extend. So breathe out here and in. Raise your legs, for those of you that can. Extend, back in, extend, back in. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, slowly back to your feet. We have only got 2 exercises left. We've got walking lunges. I need to just whip this. I was meant to take it off on the floor and I didn't, so I'm going to have to just get my hips to roll over the top. Walking lunges, big stride out, stand, stride, stand around your space if you can. Oh, if you're in a little room like me, you can just do these on the spot, but if you can try and do them walking, even if it's just a couple, 3 one way, 3 the other way, it's better. 3, 2, and 1. Fast feet, last one. Hands forward, squat down, up onto the balls of your feet, and go, go, go. This is your last one. Let's finish those legs off strong. You can swing your arms if you prefer, whatever's good. I like your hair. Oh, hair. Go on, go lower, quicker. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, grab yourself a drink. Oh, sweating. Buckets. I'm going to whip my band off and then we are going to cool down and stretch. Well done, guys. When you are ready, come and join me Let's loosen those legs up, just a nice little gentle jog on the spot. Oh, I've got 2 more classes today, and then I'm driving to a place called River, I think you pronounce it, which is just fairly close to Matlock Bath, for 2 nights with the husband in an Airbnb, and we're going to go walking tomorrow. We're going for cocktails tonight, we're going out for dinner, no children, I will miss them though. And then on Saturday we're going to Alton Towers kid free as well. Mother is moving in to look after them, do the school runs for me. It's like a little holiday, I'm so excited. Okay, let's take it down to a march. We're going to race through these upper body ones because we've not used them too much. We have used our shoulders, holding them in plank and hot hands. But the focus has very much been on legs and bums and tums today. So we need to make sure that our legs get a really good stretch out. Pull that in a bit further. Feet hip distance, arms by your side, and we make circles with your arms from hip to hip, twisting one toe into the floor, so lift your heel. Keep breathing. And then arms long by your side. Let's just move down, reaching down to your knee. One arm comes up towards your armpit. Keep breathing. And then let's push forward. So pushing with your hands chin to chest, just stretching through those shoulder blades at the back. Hold it there for a second. Or 10. Arms round to the back. Push your hands into your lower back. Elbows squeezing together here. And then hands on hips. Look forward. Tip at the hips. Look down towards the floor. Squeeze your tummy muscles in, or you can hold on to it if you need to, especially if you've had a C-section and that scar feels uncomfortable. And then just walk your fingers down, either to your shins or all the way down to the floor. Stretching through the back of the legs. So really lovely stretch for the hamstrings. Try and get your chest a little bit closer to your legs. Soft bend through the knees, walk yourself all the way back up to standing. Deep breath in so you don't get too dizzy. Right foot into your right hand, heel to bottom. Hold onto a wall if you need to. Just hold it there. Just stretching through that thigh. Hold it here. If you can and you can get your balance, we take the opposite arm up. But that can be quite difficult. It can take a bit of time to get your balance in this one, so don't worry if you can't raise your hand up. That's just going to lengthen through these core muscles. Okay, let's switch sides. Left foot into your left hand. Arm up if you can, reaching right up. Really pulling that heel into your bottom. And back down. Right foot, cross it over your left knee, hands into prayer. Sink all the way down. Ooh, falling out. Not funny. Not funny at all. Sink lower. If you're falling out, try and focus on something just ahead of you. Don't blink. Just keep your eyes there, it will help. If your wrists are good, push your hands together to stretch out your forearms. And slowly come out of it, switch to the other side. Sink down. And again, slowly back to standing. Hands on hips, take that right foot back. Heel down, lean forward. Back to standing, switch sides. Okay, take your right foot, cross it over your left, right arm up and over. Really stretching into this side. Love this one. Really lengthen out. Switch. Left over right this time, left arm up and over. Back down, and you are all done. Well done, guys. Great work. Hope you enjoyed that one. And that's the end of the week already. It's Thursday. How did that happen? There is a session loaded on for Friday morning called the 300. It is a mini. However, it may have taken 27 minutes. It was a lot longer than I was expecting. Enjoy. If you've got time. You probably don't need to add anything on to that one unless maybe you're wanting to do some strength work along with a jog or a walk. But it is a little bit longer than our normal minis. Sorry. I don't think it's from my talking. I think it's just genuinely from the exercise. But you let me know. Maybe it is me just talking too much like now. Anyway, have a lovely rest of your week. Have an amazing weekend. Enjoy this last minute burst of warm weather that we're going to get today, tomorrow and Saturday. And I will see some of you soon. Take care.